And we're just going to start the recording with that. So, hello everybody. We just, I think this looks a lot more stable. So, we met Huey, we recruited him, and now we're traveling to the Cloud Forest. Let's do that. I don't even know what's next, to be honest.
Snake, Peace Walker is the heart of the enemy's project. To prevent its completion, you'll need to either shut down or destroy the artificial intelligence that functions as its brain. According to Huey, that AI is now undergoing final calibrations in Strangelove's lab. It's inside a tropical cloud forest. Slip in and terminate that AI before they ship it out.
Oh, that's what we're doing. That's right. We're trying to get the people out of the, we're trying to get the people out of the, out of Costa Rica. So, we got to shut down
We've
Peace
also
Walker.
confirmed that some of the enemies specialize in ambushes. Amanda's crew calls them scouts. They'll blend themselves in with the terrain and the vegetation. Then, when they see you, they'll swoop in. They fight pretty much like commandos, and will use clearing techniques to flush you out. In addition to wielding normal weapons, the scouts also carry wires.
Sounds like these guys know their CQC.
Could be. We've been getting reports of CQC attacks being blocked by wires. Stay alert.
So just like the frogs in Metal Gear Solid 4, those guys will strangle you if you try to CQC them from the front. Oh man. Let's talk about butterflies.
You know that butterfly painted on Peace Walker? Any idea what that is?
It is a morpho. A Palladius morpho, if I'm not mistaken.
Pallades morpho.
Uh-huh. It is the most common type of morpho in Costa Rica.
Huh.
It has these gorgeous metallic blue wings that shimmer in the light. You can see them even from a distance.
You mean they reflect light?
Correct. It is called structural color. Morpho scales have tiny bumps on them that interfere with the light and make them look blue. The space between the bumps corresponds to the wavelength of the blue light.
Let me see if I get this. So if you could change the spacing, you'd end up seeing a different color.
That is the principle. I heard somewhere it is being researched as a way to color cloth without dye.
Think of the camouflage you could make with that.
Is that all you can think of?
Hey, it's important. What I don't get is why they'd put a butterfly on Peace Walker.
Maybe because it looks pretty.
I hope that's all it is. Are there any large-scale ruins in Costa Rica, Paz?
There is a place east of Cartago called Guajabu. They have ruins there, but they're not especially big.
Not the place I'm thinking of. Any others?
Well, if you go a little way across the border into Nicaragua, there is a place called La Fortaleza de la Inmaculada Concepción. That is the only famous one.
Then what were those ruins I saw from up on Irasu?
There are a lot of things we still do not know about Costa Rica's ancient civilizations. There are giant stone spheres throughout the country. What they were used for is still a mystery. This area is a tropical cloud forest, continually covered in a thick mist. It is quite a mystical place.
Selva de la Leche. Forest of milk. I can barely see in front of me.
There you go again. The forest is basically sitting in a cloud, so of course it's going to be hard to see. But you know, the cloud forest is the only place many exotic creatures can live.
Well, if they're not edible, I'm not interested.
Snake, I'll have you know people travel from all around the world to witness Costa Rica's unique fauna.
Snake. Always wanted to eat stuff. Always wanted to eat creatures.
Snake, watch out for the frogs.
Why? They bite? Relax. No frog's ever eaten a snake. Although, I've feasted on a few frog's legs myself.
But they are dangerous. They are poisonous.
Poisonous?
Poison dart frogs live up to their name, I assure you. Their poison is so strong, the Indígena use them to make poison-tipped arrows. Some secrete poison through their skin. Even touching them can be dangerous. So don't go petting them or anything.
So, I can't eat one?
I am warning you.
That was a lot funnier than I expected it to be. Snake has actually seen those frogs in Metal Gear Solid 3.
From here on in, you'll be in a cloud forest. The ground is covered in vegetation. You'll have plenty of hiding places, but so will the enemy.
I'll keep an eye out for scouts.
Trying to force your way through would be suicide. Know the enemy's location before making any moves. Too bad you don't have some sort of radar.
I could try night vision.
Once you know where an enemy is, decide how you want to handle him. You could get into his blind spots.
Or drop him from a distance before he even has a clue someone's around. An eye for an eye, right?
Whoa. That is a lot of things. Oh. Yeah, let's just go with that. That's all we're gonna do.
So this Dr. Strangelove was at NASA,
Yeah. Well, actually, Strangelove left for DARPA not long after I joined.
and then the two of you ended up back together doing research in Costa Rica.
Not exactly together. We coordinated on a few things, but the research projects themselves were separate from each other. We had it worked out so that Dr. Strangelove handled the mammal pod, Peace Walker's cerebrum, while I did the rest.
That letter, something to do with your research?
Huh? No, it's yeah, it's a report. Research findings.
Research findings? Anything in there we could use against Peace Walker?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Just don't read it, okay? Promise me you won't?
And yes, if you look at it, it is obviously a love letter. And okay, Shagohod, or Basilisk, Shadowhod, Shagohod, and Metal Gear are the things I'm going to talk about, I guess.
Metal Gear.
Huh? What about it?
You mumbled that when I first explained about Peace Walker. I'm curious what it meant.
Exactly what it says. Metal Gear. Granin coined the term.
Granin did?
He thought of his technology as the metal gear that meshes infantry with artillery.
I like the sound of that. Metal Gear. It's got a nice ring to it. Better than an outright lie like Peace Walker, anyway.
Those papers the CIA gave you, was there any data on the Shagohod in there?
Shagohod?
A nuclear tank that launches IRBMs. It competed against Granin's system for approval.
Oh, the thing with the rockets. Designed by a guy named Sokolov, right?
What's so funny?
No, I was just remembering some of the commentary Granin added to the Shagohod papers. You should have seen the way he badmouthed it. It was too conservative, too ugly.
I can imagine.
He was so angry when he wrote that, he smeared up the ink. And you know how shoddy the paper is over there to begin with.
I'll bet. That's Granin, all right.
Imagine accelerating the launcher itself to 300 miles an hour to extend the range of an IRBM. As stupid as it sounds, it's a hell of a concept. Who but the Soviets would think of using a tank as the first stage of a rocket? I actually took a cue from the Shagohod when I developed the Pupa.
That hovercraft thing? You stole that one, too?
Give me a little credit. I only borrowed the concept. The technology is original. As it turned out, hover technology wasn't enough to handle all the terrain in Central America. It relied too much on brute force.
But the Shagohod was a major threat. That thing could corner like you wouldn't believe. Built pretty tough, too.
You sure know a lot about it.
Yeah, it almost did me in. I couldn't forget it if I tried.
Did you in? So you were the one who took it down. Wow! You really are amazing.
I didn't do it alone.
No, seriously, thank you. We might not be here today if they'd begun mass-producing that thing. Then again, they're hard at work now miniaturizing nuclear warheads. Pretty soon they won't even need an accelerated launcher like the Shagohod.
Great. That means they're that much closer to being able to launch from anywhere in the world. Chico called Peace Walker the Basilisco.
Basilisco? Oh, right, Spanish. That's funny. I once used the code name Basilisk for the Peace Walker platform myself.
What for?
The class of lizards called basilisks can walk atop any type of terrain. In a pinch, they can even stand up on 2 legs and run across water. Perfect name for a system that can walk anywhere in Central America, right? Plus, there are the legends.
What legends?
The basilisks of legend were highly venomous creatures. There's a story told by the ancient Romans. A knight slew a basilisk by piercing it with his spear. The creature's poison seeped up the spear and killed both horse and rider. Remind you of anything, Snake?
Nuclear deterrence.
Bingo. Kill it, and you die along with it. Your hands are bound. I wanted Peace Walker to be like that.
You should know that people aren't that rational. Sometimes people do things that don't make sense, even when they know they're going to die. Or maybe it's because of that.
Maybe you're right. But that's exactly what I don't understand.
Actually, these are a lot more interesting than I thought they were going to be. I still don't want to go through all of them, because I do want to do the mission at some point. Man, there are so many. You know what? I think I'll read some of these next mission. Or I'll go through them next mission. Definitely don't want the battle armor. I haven't shown off the sneaking suit yet. Let's see, what time is it? It's not time to quit yet because I cut off the one video early. So I think what I'm going to end up doing, I can wear the swim trunks. Swim trunks are generally...
I love the beach.
You get these through a certain side mission that I'll be showing off much, much later. But yeah, I really like this in combination with the banana for sneaking missions. Because it's kind of absurd, but I don't know, it's great. I guess I'll just play through this one the way I like to do sneaking missions. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but we'll see. Actually, I'm not gonna need that. No, I'm not gonna knock people out for the most part, I think. And I don't think I'll really need to Fulton anybody, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring... I don't think these actually have any weight items, so I'm just going to bring items, I guess. You can't really use a box tank by yourself, but This box is interesting, but I don't think we can actually do anything with it with just one person. Besides, I'll show off how you get it later. The Walkman could be fun. Stealth Mat is fun. I'll bring the Walkman. Yeah, there are a lot of types of boxes. So yeah, that's how I'm going to do this mission, I think. Oh, one thing I haven't mentioned is that when using... Oh.
Snake, how's the mule treating you?
At this pace, I should be there by tomorrow morning.
You've got to hurry. The AI could be completed any time now.
It'd be nice to have a guide.
Already on it. I've enlisted Paz to help you. She knows the jungle pretty well.
Snake, I know you are an expert in survival, but you need to stay alert. You are in an ancient jungle so foggy, you can hardly see the trees. It is home to 2,500 species of plants, including 400 types of orchids. There are also 500 species of butterflies, and over 400 species of wild birds. The bedrock is solid enough that Mayan ruins have miraculously survived centuries of earthquakes.
An AI lab in a Mayan ruin. Who'd have thought, hey, Huey?
My sentiments exactly. That doesn't mean security's any less tight, though. You still have the ID card I gave you, don't you?
Got it right here.
That'll get you through the gate, no problem. After that, you're on your own. As long as the AI remains unassembled, Coldman's plan's on ice.
What about security inside the lab?
Well, it shouldn't be a problem for you. Strangelove demanded that the security presence inside the lab be kept to a minimum.
It's not all good news, Snake. Coldman knows we're here. He's raised security in the area surrounding the lab. You'll be seeing a lot of that Chrysalis UAV, and a bunch of patrol choppers too. There may be scouts in the jungle lying in ambush. As you approach the lab, be extra vigilant.
I'll be careful.
They're looking for you. Stay sharp. Snake, Strangelove's lab is a few miles to the north. It won't be long before the AI is complete. Don't let that happen.
So as I was saying,
Careful. If there's enemy scouts around here, they'll be nearly impossible to see.
You can use people who aren't Snake on these missions, and they all kind of use, they all kind of wear this differently from each other. Where is this guy? Ah, he's right there.
Watch out. Enemy search may not spot enemies that are actively
Up. So this is what happens when you fail at stealth and CQC, and you don't have any weapons or armor. I have a banana. That was it. So let's try that again and not land on him this time. That was
What's wrong, boss?
that was a test run. I might end up quitting out and trying some different equipment. I really like this loadout. I really do. But yeah,
impossible to see.
I was trying to do something fancy that I really shouldn't have been doing. I didn't bring magazine. I didn't bring empty magazines to throw. I am dumb. So that's that would have been really, really nice to have right now.
Watch out. Enemy search may not spot enemies that are actively hidden.
But you know, I can still do this.
Here he is.
He saw me from way over there? Wow. I thought I had to get in his cone of vision. Apparently not. Oh well. Oh, he's able to see me anyway.
Dispatching reinforcements now.
I might have to back out. Yeah, that's the thing. You have no protection when wearing the swim trunks, so you die really, really quickly.
What's your situation? Snake!
Okay, let's try this one more time. And then I'll go and get better equipment. The thing is, like, this works really, really well for just really quickly iterating on a plan.
Careful. If there's enemy scouts around
but
here, they'll be nearly impossible
obviously,
to see.
I mean, I don't even have empty magazines, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to be able to do this. Because that's how I do these missions.
Here he is.
Man, they see me from so far away. I guess that wasn't that far away, but, like, if I were wearing camo, it wouldn't happen. But I can run so fast. Look at this.
Understood.
This is the fastest running. Ah, I almost made it to the next area at least. Okay. I need to at least bring empty magazines.
What happened, Snake?
There is no way I can do this mission without them, I think. Ah, crap. I just chose restart. I didn't mean to choose that. Either empty magazines or the Mark 22 pistol. Also, since Diz is here, we might be able to do this we can do this mission co-op, and it'll be a lot easier. If you want to, Diz, you know.
Snake, Peace Walker is the heart of the enemy's project.
Alright, see ya, Spider. Alright, I'm just gonna pick single, and I'm going to, mission prep, and change, just add in, empty magazine. I had smoke grenades, I guess I could've used that. And you know what? I don't really need the banana. Like, the banana is funny, but it does absolutely nothing that the, Mark 22 doesn't do, except that it's lighter, so you can move a little bit faster, but I think I'm gonna use the Mark 22. Oh, you're setting up on your thing. So you know what? I might go ahead and do more briefing files, just so that we can, just so that I can wait for him to set up, and then we'll do this together.
Doc, I'm starting to sense your feelings about nukes are a little different from your colleagues.
How do you mean?
Your little chat with Coldman back there.
I told you my father worked on the Manhattan Project, right? You're familiar with it?
The basics, yeah. It was the project that kicked off the nuclear age.
That's right. Some of the finest minds of the 20th century, including multiple Nobel Prize winners, worked on it. They spent over $2 billion, and that's in 1940s money. It culminated in the successful nuclear test at Alamogordo on July 16th, 1945.
And the first use in combat a few weeks later. Doc?
I can't walk.
What?
My spine isn't shaped like everybody else's. I can't move my lower body, so I've never taken a single step, not since I was born.
What's that got to do with your dad being in the Manhattan Project?
As a result of his research, my father was exposed to high doses of radiation. It can't be a coincidence that my chromosomes are messed up. That's why I didn't want for these nukes to be another sword of Damocles. I wanted to give them a real purpose, to be a deterrent against war.
Doc.
And Coldman, we have to stop him, whatever it takes. August 6th, 1945, Hiroshima. August 9, Nagasaki.
The atom bomb attacks on Japan.
My father was married to his work. I don't have a single memory of going places or doing stuff with him on weekends. But even as a kid, I knew on some level that it was for his family. I respected him. My mother used to tell me all the time, "Your father is a brilliant scientist. He saved countless American boys from death. You should be proud of him."
Yeah. You could say the war ended because of those bombs.
When I was in the 5th grade, a Japanese student transferred to our class. She showed me photos of Hiroshima after the bomb. I couldn't believe my eyes. A city of over 350,000 people reduced to a scorch mark on the ground by a single atomic bomb. Houses blown off their foundations, burned to ashes. The only things left standing were the skeletons of steel-framed buildings. And it wasn't just the buildings. Blackened corpses on the side of the road. Survivors covered head to toe in severe burns. Within a few months, over 70,000 had died in Nagasaki, twice that in Hiroshima. For years after that, I couldn't talk to my father. Couldn't even stand to look at his face.
I know how you feel, Doc. But your father's your father.
If he hadn't worked on that project, my body wouldn't be like this. I could be researching something else. I could have lived a normal life. It wasn't so long ago the world stood on the brink of nuclear war.
Just over on the other side of the Caribbean.
I was 17 at the time. I'd skipped a few grades and was a sophomore at MIT. I remember feeling kind of apathetic about the news that came in every day. It seemed clear to me that as long as they had a grasp of the concept of nuclear deterrence, there was nothing to fear.
Either that, or they were fanning that fear on purpose.
As a way to secure a bigger defense budget? Huh, I can see that. But if that was their plan, it kind of backfired.
Because it ushered in the era of détente between East and West.
Coldman's really gonna do it this time. Once the nuclear genie is out of the bottle, the yoke of deterrence is going to be meaningless. People will die. Cities will burn. We have to stop him now before it's too late to turn back.
So you've been doing nuclear research your whole life?
No, not really. At first I wanted to be an aerospace engineer. For me, the Sputnik launch was a good shock, not a bad one. I thought the age when science was used for war was over, and that a glorious age of space exploration was dawning. The year I skipped ahead and got into MIT, Gagarin went into orbit, which made me more excited than ever. Of course, even back then, I knew the space race was just another facet of the Cold War.
Moscow had a leg up on us, and we were desperate to catch up.
I know. But for me, it was a happy time. I joined NASA, got to do the kind of research I loved. Our nation's prestige hinged on our work. They gave us whatever resources we asked for. I knew you could turn a rocket into an ICBM by fitting it with a nuclear warhead, but that didn't bother me so much. It didn't last long, though. The space and nuclear arms races took up enormous sums of money. America beat Russia to the moon, but that's where it ended.
Then came détente.
Exactly. NASA's budget was slashed as a result. My father being a nuclear expert and all, they put me to work on a more obvious deterrent. Missiles. At NASA, I'd been researching a locomotion system for lunar exploration. Tires aren't suited to driving around on the moon, you know. And that's how I caught Coldman's eye. The aim of the Peace Walker project is to achieve robust nuclear deterrence across Central America by deploying a new nuclear weapon system along the Caribbean coast. Peace Walker is also the name of the system itself.
A nuclear weapon named Peace. I can just see the look on Kaz's face. So why exactly does this new system need legs in the first place?
Because it's a walker, an unmanned weapon moving under its own power and capable of launching a deterrent strike from anywhere. That's the whole idea behind Peace Walker. The reason Peace Walker is a mobile nuclear weapon system is to maximize its potential as a nuclear deterrent.
How so?
If need be, Peace Walker can stay constantly on the move so that the adversary can't pinpoint its position. That allows it to avoid preemptive enemy strikes.
So you're saying it keeps the retaliation card in play?
Coldman likes to brag about it in this way.
Like a land-based version of an SSBN.
And there's another reason for them to be mobile. Peace Walker also has a self-destruct function.
Why would Peace Walker need a self-destruct function?
You saw it, didn't you, Snake? That sphere on Peace Walker's head?
Yeah?
That's a hydrogen bomb.
What? You're telling me that thing's a thermonuclear device? Do they have any idea what kind of destruction that thing would cause?
I know, it's crazy. I mean, even overkill has its limits. If it's strategic value they want, they could have gone with something smaller. It's like they want a weapon on par with Russia's Tsar Bomba.
This arms race is running way out of control.
It's an evolutionary dead end. A saber-toothed tiger. You can't load a warhead that big on a missile, of course. And no strategic bomber could carry it. That's where Peace Walker comes in.
So, it waltzes into enemy territory carrying a hydrogen bomb and blows itself up. Christ.
The biggest nuclear warhead ever actually detonated was the Soviet RDS-220, nicknamed Tsar Bomba. It had an estimated yield of 57 megatons. 10 times as much power as all the explosives used throughout World War II. The test took place on October 30, 1961, above Novaya Zemlya. The explosion is believed to have created a fireball over 2 miles in diameter. Can you believe that? Like a miniature sun. The explosion was seen as far off as Finland, 600 miles away. And some people even reported windows shattering. The shock wave traveled 3 times around the Earth.
3 times?
Peace Walker is armed with a massive hydrogen bomb, even more destructive than Tsar Bomba. It can sneak into enemy territory, lie low, and in the event of an enemy nuclear strike, detonate itself in retaliation. And the locomotion system that lets it do that? My research. Snake, those legs were supposed to make my dream come true. Now they're about to jump the fence of nuclear deterrence. You have to stop them. I'll apply all my energy into developing weapons and equipment to help you do it.
Sounds like a deal. What made you put an AI into Peace Walker?
Well, for one thing, because it can't be manned. Peace Walker's designed to enter enemy territory and blow itself up, if necessary. You can't put a person inside a weapon that could blow at any time, can you? So we equipped it with an AI instead.
That's strangely humane of you.
And besides, Peace Walker was designed as a bipedal weapon system. You can't imagine how hard it shakes when it walks. It'd turn a man into mush. Plus, when launching a nuclear missile, it has to perform ballistic calculations in real time. See? Because it's always moving.
Hold on. If that's all it does, then a high-performance computer ought to do the job. It doesn't need intelligence.
That's a very good point, Snake. Which brings me to the real reason. Peace Walker needs AI to make decisions regarding nuclear retaliation. It's what ensures perfectly mutual assured destruction.
I've heard all this before. You want a war between machines?
We'd never actually launched the first nuke, of course. It's strictly a counterattack system. Only a politician could make such an illogical decision as starting a nuclear war. Conversely, if an adversary launches a nuke at us, the AI will not fail to retaliate. Therefore, the adversary can't launch. The AI guarantees it.
Even so, launching nukes without authorization?
Boomer captains have the authority to launch if land communications are cut off. It's the same principle.
Not even the captain of a boomer can make that decision alone. The way I heard it, that's the only situation where insubordination is allowed.
Only because humans are imperfect. That's Coldman's line of thinking.
You're saying that machines don't make mistakes? That's a myth. Worse than that, it's blind faith.
We wouldn't put our faith, our fate, into the hands of any ordinary machine. That's what the AI is for. The decision to launch a retaliatory strike requires high-level judgment. You have to take into account not only the state of the war, but the entire world. And sometimes, you need to make a guess based on incomplete information.
Huh. You think an AI can do all that?
Yeah. At least, Dr. Strangelove does.
Alright, so this is ready, and I guess I'll continue that later. I need to sign on PlayStation Network really quick, and I don't mind doing that on the video because my password doesn't really show. I don't really care if you guys see my see my email address. Okay, I'm signed on. Alright. I don't know if I should host or if Diz is gonna host. Friends only. It's probably best if Diz hosts for my connection, but I don't know, we'll see. Okay, and I got empty magazines, that's good. Oh, you can host, okay. So send me an invitation using the square button when you're hosting. So, what was I gonna say? So, I have access to a lot of new gear now. You saw the stealth mat in use. I couldn't tell that the stealth mat didn't do what I hoped it would do. It made me invisible, but that didn't really seem to stop them from noticing me. But at the same time, like, they already knew where I was, pretty much. So, it's not really for hiding when they already know where you are, I guess. But, actually, I might bring the stealth gun, this time. Well, no, I really can't, because it's considered a weapon. And I only have one weapon slot. Oh, I'm on Travel to the Cloud Forest. It's highlighted right now. It's right after the pupa battle. There are a lot of different things I could do as far as equipment goes. I could just use the stealth gear, and I could have the Mark 22 pistol and a stealth gun. I wouldn't be as fast, and it wouldn't be quite as funny. Okay, it's up. Well, send me an invite. Oh, actually, no. I guess there's not. You don't really have to. Yeah, that's right. I access it through here. Yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna change a couple of things, I guess. Actually, no. You know what? I think I'm just gonna use this. It's actually possible for me to put the stealth mat on other players when they're pressed up against a wall.
Gone with the tea. Gone with the tea.
Sounds like you have some DLC equipment, Daze. At least it was considered DLC before. I don't really know how you get it now in this version of the game. I have it on the PSP. There's like a t-shirt. I don't think I have it on this file, but I know on my PSP game I have a bunch of t-shirts.
Stealth.
So I have a bunch of new co-ops comms, but I'm not going to use them right now because some of them are kind of spoilerish, I guess. I guess they're not. I don't think they are. Like, that would be useful, except that using battle cries means you can't get an S rank. I don't think we're going to get S ranks anyway, but I guess you don't really need to tag yourself. I don't know. Some of these are kind of interesting. Oh. focus right away on this mission. Oh man, there's gonna be a cutscene, I forgot. I think we should go ahead and skip the cutscene. Yeah, we both already seen it, so I guess you won't need to see it. So it might be that you have to skip it since you're the host.
Snake, how's the mule treating you?
At this pace, I should be there by tomorrow morning.
You've got to hurry. The AI could be completed any time now.
It'd be nice to have a guide.
Already on it. I've enlisted Paz to help you. She knows the jungle pretty well.
Snake, I know you are an expert
oh,
in survival.
yeah, I already showed
You
it
need to
off.
Stay alert. You are in an ancient jungle.
I've already done part of this mission. Yeah, I was screwing up the mission earlier. Trying to do it in a really absurd way and without using any empty magazines. Which, you know, I normally wouldn't need, but the way I was doing it, I needed them.
Careful. If there's enemy scouts around here, they'll be nearly impossible to see.
Okay, this time I have empty magazines. I'm gonna use them. And
Where are they?
Watch out. Enemy search may not spot
Oh,
enemies that are
dang it.
actively hidden.
Start talking. Somebody there? Here he is.
uh-oh, Diz, you didn't notice that guy. Well, at least I have a weapon this time.
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements now.
It's not a great weapon, but it is a weapon. Okay, from now on I'm not going to use the swim trunks, I think. Did they see me? No, they saw Diz. Ow. No! I really wanted to chain CQC these guys. Apparently it doesn't work that way. Ah.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Stay out of sight.
Okay. So I have the Soliton radar, which means... because that was totally not developed by Mei Ling after all, but actually developed by MSF, apparently.
The best ones die young.
So this is a guy we can get. I'm gonna hold this guy up.
Freeze.
You know what? Some night vision goggles would be nice for this mission too. And then there's also a guy over here. Look out, Diz. I'm gonna sneak up on this guy. Hold him up. This is why I was using the banana. This is my usual way of operating.
Freeze. Here he is.
This arrow, no. I guess that was everybody.
It'd take 2 people to get through there.
Oh, what's over here? Oh, there's a guy we can rescue over here. Yeah, I forgot about night vision. I normally do too. I completely forgot that it's so useful here.
You've got to wait for backup.
I should meow too. Yeah. I'm in the best jungle gear. Well, there are a lot of helicopters in this game, actually. This is the first of many. Many, many helicopters and tanks. They have fights against tanks and helicopters instead of having fights against human-like enemies. Alright, so we're just doing the story missions in order. If if you want to go ahead and post the next mission, Diz. We're on Attack Chopper Battle MI-24A. Wouldn't Metal Gear count as a human-like enemy? No, not really. Not really much reason for me to be searching right now. Let me know when it's ready. So, I showed off the swim trunks. I guess I won't be using them much more. I like how fast you go in the swim trunks. But it doesn't appear to actually help anything to be able to go really fast if you're not playing by yourself. But man, you do go so much faster with the swim trunks on. Well, Metal Gear can't think. Peace Walker can think. We're, you know, we'll be getting to that. But that's not really a human enemy. It's a human-like thing, I guess, but it doesn't really feel like it. Well, later Metal Gear can think. No, not really. Metal Gear Ray and Metal Gear Rex didn't have AIs. They were manned. Oh, the geckos! That's right, those were considered to be Metal Gears. That's true. They do have AIs on board. Okay. Had to fire a bunch of dudes, huh? Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't have to. I wonder why, actually. But yeah, I think that's enough of the swim trunks for now. Oh yeah, I do have the t-shirt. It's just blank. It's very similar to Naked. Actually, it's exactly the same as Naked. I am gonna go with... I don't know, how do you want to do this mission? I don't really want to do it sneaky, because, like...
Combat.
We never really managed that. So I'm gonna bring the Mosin Nagant to knock that guy out. And I'm going to bring that supply marker. I think that's all I need. One more thing. No, I don't need the AT mine. Aerial mine might be useful. Instead of the grenade, I'm gonna bring... a smoke grenade would be nice, but I think instead what I might do is plant Fulton mines. So I can show those off. Chaff grenade I guess I don't need. Smoke grenade would be more useful. Is there a limit to how many you can have? Yeah, there's a limit to the number of people you can have on your army. You have a maximum of 100, I believe it is, or maybe it's just 50. I can't remember. But there is an upper limit, and I thought I reached it already, but apparently not. In fact, I thought I was completely at the, like, maximum, the complete maximum. Yeah, it's really not that many. It was even smaller, I think, in Portable Ops, but Portable Ops was generally, Portable Ops was an odd game. I kind of wish I could stream it, just so I could kind of show off little bits and pieces of it. I wouldn't want to do the whole thing, but there's no way for me to, and it doesn't matter because it's not really that great a story or anything anyway, and it's barely considered canon. So, I'm gonna kind of go about this stealthy, but not especially. Like, we're gonna get caught, and I've just accepted that we're gonna get caught. But I'm gonna still try to knock everybody out stealthily at first.
Neutralize the enemy troops.
Or not. I don't want to pick that up yet. Screw it. Screw it. Wait, why can I not go into auto-aim mode? Maybe not with this gun. Oh, I don't really have any good weapons for fighting these guys. I have 2 sniper rifles. What I just put up there is an aerial mine. So if he flies up that way, he'll get blown up. I really thought this would do a lot more damage. There we go.
Attack now while you've got a chance.
If you shoot for the red spots, those are the weak point.
Looks like they've got a backup fuel tank.
Oh, I thought it couldn't get me with that. Apparently it could get me with that. Oh, great. Ow. I have curry equipped, so I'm not too worried. I don't really have any good weapons for fighting the troops because I completely forgot that I brought 2 sniper rifles.
You hit the fuel tank. They won't be going anywhere for a while. So much for that tactic. You'll just have to attack the thing directly.
Ow. So we know he drops off troops here, so let's deploy something here. Something here. That's all my aerial mines. Oh. Diz, hold on. Get over here. Get over here, Diz. Why are you running around? Get in the box with me.
Box time. Don't die on me. Box time.
What? What are you doing? Let's just get us healed up now in the ambulance box, and then we'll go back into it. Keep expecting that thing to hit my aerial mines. I think it hit a couple of them. There's still 2 of them up there. I'm not even sure where the helicopter is right now. Ah. Seems to know where we are. Why is the box moving? Diz, what are you doing? I don't understand why that aerial mine didn't get it. If we get its back rotor, that's actually really vulnerable, but it's very hard to hit. The back rotor does the most damage, I think, out of what we can do to it, what we can hit of it so far. Or it takes the most damage, rather. So if one person can distract it, and the other person get its back rotor, that would do the most damage to it, I think. Dang it! And now I'm out of missiles. Why did I not fall over? That is interesting. Ah, he just barely moved it out of my view. I thought the back rotor took the most damage, but it looks like his front is actually taking more damage. Maybe that's not for this helicopter. Nope, definitely the back rotor. I just got it. It did a lot more damage. You just gotta get it from the right angle, I guess. There we go. Oh man, that guy just froze up there. He did. Oh, his went down. Fight that guy and then get in the box. Okay, never mind. That. Come on. What are you doing? There we go. Of course, they're right there. Well, this will top off our health anyway. We were pretty much healed up. I can't actually CQC these guys. Ah, here we go.
Next.
I haven't even used most of my healing items. Oh, you know what? We probably should heal. Well, I'm the one that needs healing mostly anyway. He wasn't dead. The guy that I'd shot with the sniper rifle, he was dying, but not dead. I can rescue him, and he doesn't even count as a kill if I Fulton him. That's why I'm shooting them in the chest instead of in the head. Is because I don't actually want to kill them. I just want to put them down so that I can Fulton them. But sometimes I don't make it in time. They're dropping items, but I can't pick them up. Okay. They were dropping ammo for a gun I don't have. I really like ammo for this, but doesn't appear that's going to happen. Ah, don't need it now. Where are ya? Wait, where is he? He fired those missiles, but how do I zoom? Can I not zoom? Ah, that's how. Oof.
Box top.
Ah, there he is. Dang it. No, the stream isn't dead. It's been fine.
Bring him in.
So now we have a helicopter. We just stole this guy's helicopter. And now we can use it. Him too. Got a lot of camaraderie from that. Due to having to help Diz up all the time. Jeez. Gosh. No, Alright, I'm gonna see about all those people and probably fire a bunch of them. And in the meantime, I'm going to stop recording and maybe take a short break to get myself some refreshments. So I'm going to do some micromanagement, but it's not going to be in the video anyway. As you can see, some of these people are wounded on arrival. It's because I saved them from near death. And a lot of these people do not want to work for me. They're extremely hostile. So I'm going to end the video here, and then I'm going to do some base management. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.